Chapter 8. Examination begins. In this island, is there pirates? The recruit looked at the island while hearing the roars coming from it and felt some fear. The vice-general sneered, "Fight pirates. You're too tender. Pirates are extremely cruel. This place is more suitable for this examination. Your mission is to fight and kill every monster in here. There is no limit to weapon except for heavy weapons. So firearms are okay. Hunting each creature will give you some points. The strong monster will more point than weaker ones. You can hunt as a team, but the point will be divided equally among all the members," said the Vice Admiral. When he suddenly became more serious, everyone quieted down. Although they are recruits, they weren't some random people. Even so, they felt the chills run through their backs. Only a handful of people looked the same, such as Drake. In Roger's face, there was some surprise. So the examination wasn't about fighting pirates, but it was fighting monsters. This was something Garp should have known, but Roger didn't ask and the former didn't tell. It's not that he forgot about it, but he probably didn't say it deliberately. The Vice Admiral was mostly satisfied with that reaction and after some time continued. This island is full of surveillance equipment including the sky. These monitoring devices will serve as a recording to everything you kill. Also, if someone faces a crisis, we will send someone for his rescue, but he will be disqualified. But, the Vice Admiral said solemnly, this still guarantee the safety of everyone. If one of you were to encounter the strongest monster here, he will be crushed before help could get to him. Check for the time so we can regroup after 3 days from now. I wish you good luck. Ordinary Marine courses didn't carry such practical assessment. But the recruits in the Marineford as the elite of the Marine have to go through this baptism. As they say, without going through blood and fire, elites won't be born. Soon all recruits were on the island. Most of them were carrying guns. The other carried swords or other types of weapons like Roger and Drake. Drake only took a sword and an axe, and Roger only had Honu no Suki. Few people didn't have firearms, so they had too much attention, and most people will look at them with envy and awe, like when Drake got down from the warship. Drake's strength was known to all, and in their eyes, he is very strong and didn't need firearms because ordinary firearms are useless to him. At this time Roger also got down. Many people looked at him unintentionally. They were surprised as Roger also didn't have firearms and only carried a sword. While looking, they felt that Drake was confident in his strength. As for Roger, he was only being arrogant. Didn't he know that this examination is very dangerous? He will probably die. Many recruits seemed to look at him as he is an idiot. Then someone said, "Hey, did you come only to die?" Hina also looked at this scene. She couldn't stay still, so she reminded him, "I suggest that you bring a gun with you. This examination will be very dangerous." Hina suddenly said, but Roger looked at her and felt that she was familiar. The next moment he remembered her. Isn't this Hina that had the devil fruit Ori Ori no Mi? But it seems that she still didn't eat it. Sorry, but I really can't use guns. Roger looked at Hina and shrugged his shoulders. Although in this world there are some strong people that used firearms, but Roger chose the road of the sword, not firearms. Moreover, as he is now, ordinary guns can't harm him at all. Although Roger was telling the truth, when Hina heard it she thought that he is fooling her. She didn't say any more and just ran into the forest. Roger also rolled his eyes at Hina's attitude. He felt really helpless. She got angry at him while he only said the truth. He shook his head and also headed to the depth of the forest, inside the warships. In a wide room that was full of projected images. The screens displayed all of the archipelagos. In this room, all instructors were present and watching the display. They were recording scores for each of the group and preparing to rescue any of them if there was any danger. As for Instructor Zed, the former admiral, he crossed his arms while scanning the monitoring screen. As for Garp, he was eating his rice crackers by Zed's side. "That's your nephew Roger?" Zed asked Garp while pointing at one of the screens. "Yes," Garp gave a vague response, seemingly uninterested. "In fact, he should be the most one concerned here. I heard that he trained under you for a month. But before that, he was last ranked among all the recruits. Although you want him to enter the elite camp, I think it will still be difficult." Zed looked at the screen that displayed Roger moving through the forest while shaking his head. A month in Zed's eyes seemed too short, as Roger was really bad, so even with Garp's special training, he estimated that he wasn't that strong now. However, since its Garp nephew Zed didn't mind accepting him in the elite camp and teach him whatever his results were. After all, he had been Garp's friend for decades now. Ha 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 ha, Zed, I think that this kid is stronger than you think he is. Garp listened to Zed and then took a bite on the rice cracker and swallowed after laughing. Oh. Let's wait and see. Zed listened to Garp's words and said. He didn't continue to argue with him. He just continued to watch the screen. End of Chapter 8. To be continued. Chapter 9. A small test.